In this series of UPSC prelims, expected questions for international relations will cover three important topics: the hydrohegemony, mineral security, and NB8 alliance. So, to begin with the very first topic, which is the hydrohegemony, we need to understand that water is now a new geopolitical issue. So, this topic becomes not only important for your mains answer writing for political science, international relations, but also for your geography optional. Now, one of the important river is the Mekong River, which is also called as Lancang River, and this is the name which is commonly said in China. Now, what happened so far was there was the Mekong River Commission, which was in action, and this was one of the traditional framework which was supported by most of the Western nations. However, now China has led an initiative which is known as Lancang Mekong Corporation, and this initiative actually suggests that there would be mega dams which would be built on the upstream areas in China, and as a result the flow of water to the downstream nations would be controlled. Now, the nations which would be worst affected because of it would be Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. Now, Laos, being one of the landlocked nations, would be one of the worst affected nations. Now, this would impact some of the things, for example, agriculture, fishing, and the basic economy in those areas. And again, this would have a strategic hold for China, because China would have the ultimate rights to reduce the flow of water or to do a sudden flow of water, right? Now, therefore, this topic becomes highly important for your UPSC prelims perspective as well. Also, the China's strategy of what is called as institutional balancing is important, because it creates a parallel organization to the Western nations. So the Western nations had this traditional organization, the Mekong River Commission, and parallel to it now there is the Lancang Mekong Cooperation. Now, this has created an institutional balance. Also, this integrates heavily the idea of BRI, which is the Belt Road Initiative, funding the local infrastructure in the region and ultimately creating a hydrohegemony. So this was the first topic that we have discussed for today. The next important topic is the mineral security partnership. Now, there are 14 nations which have come together for this mineral security partnership, and this nation alliance has been led by United States. India, of course, is part of it. The other important nations include the other important nation includes Australia, Brazil, and Canada, and then the European nation, basically the EU. The idea is through this mineral security partnership that the rush which was previously for the gold has now shifted for critical minerals. So the critical minerals here would be lithium and cobalt mainly, and these are the minerals which are focusing on the growth of the future EVs and the technology. So be it electric vehicles, be it solar panels, semiconductors, the lithium and cobalt becomes the very important ingredient for it. And the China so far had the dominance for the earth processing for these critical or rare earth minerals. Now, India has come forward with its critical mineral mission plan, and this alliance would focus on a threefold parameter, which is sustainable mining, fair labor practices, and bringing in transparency. So environmental, social, and governance standards would be taken into account. Now, this alliance is an idea to counterweight the absolute monopoly of China in rare earth so far. So for UPSC preparation, the India's own critical mineral mission becomes really important, which we have covered in a separate lecture. Also, the intersection of clean energy transition and international diplomacy, again a very interesting topic. So diving deep more into geopolitics become very important, and as I said, geopolitics is an intersection of geography and political science, making it an important topic for both the mains. So prepare for that very carefully. The next is India's relation with NB8 alliance. So NB8 is the Nordic 5 states and the 3 Baltic nations. So what are the 3 Baltic nations? The 3 Baltic nations are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. However, the 5 Nordic nations include Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Iceland. Now, these nations together have been aggressively focusing and working with India on few of the important parameters, which include bringing in green technology, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity centers, and smart city development. Now, these Baltic nations, specifically the Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, are the centers which are specifically focusing on cybersecurity. Nordic nations focusing on green technology and smart city development. So, remembering the group of nations, the NB8 alliance become very important aspect for your upcoming examination, and India is moreover looking beyond the traditional allies so far and making India's position strategically in the north. Now, with the glacial melting and more minerals being discovered and identified in the melting of the ice rocks, even there are new topics that are important. For example, the Svalbard treaty, which is again a very important geopolitical topic, which we'll cover in the next section of this series. So that was for today. If you have any questions or queries, feel free to ask those in the comment below. You can also connect us on the WhatsApp number given in the description in case you have any questions and queries. And of course, we'll be continuing with our series for your prelims examination, the expected sections. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining.